Let's go. Today on Talk That Talk, we're going to talk about self-refining. Self-refining. You must tune yourself up, improve yourself, fix yourself before anybody else can tell you. It'll feel much better if somebody could say, hey, do that. And you be like, yeah, I knew it already because you self-refined. You must embrace your change and know that you're not the same person anymore. So today I'll talk that talk. We're going to talk that talk. And I'm a self-refine. Self-refinement. You see something wrong in your ways and actions, and you clean them up. You clean up your old stinking thinking. You clean up the way you used to react to things, the way you handled life before. You improve yourself. Let's go. Talk that talk. Yeah, man, nice day. Hot outside. May 2nd, 2025. You with your boy Ellion. Let's go. Today we're going to talk about self-refinement. Like, man, there's always room for growth. There's always room for change. You know what we need to do. Today I'm going to do a little cleaning because I feel like I could live better than this. It's not that bad, but just an example of self-refinement. Nobody had to tell me I had to clean up. I seen it. I said, hey, I gotta get to this. I gotta improve the way my floors look. I gotta improve the way I just got out the bed this morning and didn't make the bed, or trash, and just little things that can be a big factor in your life. Self-refinement. We know sometimes being in relationships can cause self-stress, can cause self to not be the best self that self can be, if you understand what I mean. Self-explanatory. Let's go. We talking that talk today, man. We're gonna get the cleaning. Like I said, you can have useful things that was beneficial for you at that moment. Sometimes you have to do some self-refining and put them old things up that's no use for now. Do a little arranging in the mental and know that right now, that's not good for me. I need a little order in my life so I can see a clearer picture of what's going on. There's nothing like going back to certain situations where you knew that things was in order and the vision was so more clearer. Sometimes you gotta check yourself out. Hold yourself accountable and see what's out of place in your life that'll make things more clearer. I'm talking that talk, I'll talk that talk. I'm gonna give y'all a real reality that ain't none of us perfect. Never. They said we born into sin. But I believe you can almost be there. Like, do nothing wrong. Work on your attitude. Don't let people drain your energy. Show compassion. Show love at all times. That's hard, right? But it's possible. I don't believe you can't change overnight. Because if you look deep down inside and say, hey, I really don't want to do that no more, it can change overnight. I'm telling you, I've done it. Like I didn't think I could be faithful to a female for a long time. I didn't think it was possible. But being that I realized who I was, I didn't have to have, I didn't have to compete with the other guys that had this girl, because I knew who I was. I knew I was a GOAT. I knew I was a chosen one. And realized, like, I only need one. I just want to love one girl, but I want you to love on me back, man. I need validation, you feel me? Because people be lying, acting like they don't need validation. No, tell me I'm handsome. Tell me I'm that dude for you. Let me know. I need to hear that, you know? And I'm going to do it even more. Self-refining. Look into yourself and see if there's any more areas in your life that you need to change. See if it's something out of place that could be holding you back. See if you need more things in your life to make your life better. Because you be thinking you have all the tools, but there could be something a little more better that'll make it shine, like this floor wax. I gotta get to these floors too. Got some Windex for the glass too. Sometimes you gotta move things out your way to see a clearer picture. You gotta have your tools on deck. You gotta have your coping skills in this crazy world. You gotta know. You gotta know who you're around. You gotta know who you talk to. You gotta know who you listen to. Because I don't want to listen to you talk about a whole bunch of bullshit that's gonna put bullshit in my mind. It ain't that easy, but it can be. Somebody can say, I just had an excellent day. Awesome day. Like, I'm vibrating high. One conversation from a negative person could drain all that away. So you have to do some self-refining and know people, places, and things is just not for you anymore. Embrace your change. You know you deserve more. You know you deserve that new Tesla truck. But is your license clean? Did you start praying on them fines? Somebody called me, excuse me. Did you stop driving yet without a license? So how was you gonna get that Tesla truck? Cause you know they're gonna always pull you over. Or just hypothetically speaking, like, self-refining is know the things you have to change about yourself to get to a certain level. If you continue to be the same way and not changing your ways, you're not self-finding. You're not gonna accumulate what you want. You're gonna always block your own blessing. Because sometimes you'll be right there. I'm looking for my keys. I can't see it because this can is in the way or this bottle is in the way, but I moved it to clean it up. Now my key is right there. You want to be able to get to knowing the problem before somebody else tell you. And they saying it in a malicious way. Like, man, hey, this and that, this and that. Would be a good thing is we say, yo, I knew I was working on that, and I'll be more aware next time. But you already knew. So, like I said, I'm gonna clean my house. Got some disinfectant, got some oxygen orange, got some, can't go wrong, and you never could go wrong with the Fabuloso. Let's go, you feel me? So let's get to that, y'all. A lot of things that go in the garbage. It's not gonna better you. Where my Windex at? You feel me? You gotta have them tools, man, that make you shine better. Self-refining. Self. Lock into self, and nothing else could change you. Because you know who you are. I know who I am. And I know I'm in go-go mode. Shout out to UAs once again, Hood Management, Sean Gotti. I know y'all can catch me on Twitter, right? Y'all can catch my boy Ellion ZTE on YouTube, TikTok, Facebook, man. Trying to spit that fire. And I ain't just talking about rap. I'm talking about that fire of my words coming from the core so I can help my peoples. Because, once again, y'all looking at a headshot survivor. 3 brain surgeries. Life support. Coma. You know, they had to take the breather thing on my face because I kept ripping it out. Like I was so strong, I was moving around in a coma. But that was just my drive to live. You gotta have drive to live. You gotta have purpose to live. And my purpose was to live with my kids, man. I was having twins when I got shot in the head. And guess what, y'all? My twins was due on my birthday, April 7th. My twins. But I got shot in December. And my kids' moms had the baby like 3.5 months early, January 29th. They both came out 1 pound apiece. But they stayed in go-go mode. Now they both big and stronger than the most. We need to wipe away guilt. We need to wipe away people's judgment of us. We need to wipe away stinking thinking. Because we all get that urge to want to do certain things when certain things ain't working out. We need to wipe away stagnation. Oh, I'm bugging, y'all. I'm wiping. I'm tweaking, right? Windex on the counter. Sometimes you're going to mess up. But you got to realize that, self-refine, and fix it yourself. It's better when you know yourself. They be like, at least you know. At least you know. Yeah, at least you know you can be better and you deserve better. I knew I deserved better, man. That's why I stayed in go-go mode. Don't y'all agree? I'm a lot better, stronger. Stop playing with it. I almost fell, you know. Stronger, wiser. And doing this, who would have ever thought? A lot of y'all probably didn't think I could talk like this. I get that a lot. Oh my God, you don't look like how you sound. Whatever that means. We all got wisdom and knowledge. Do you have the courage to share it? Do you put your ego to the side? You know, big homie. Do you put your ego to the side, YN, and help the other YN walk on the right path? Because you know you got the information. It smells so good. And these white counties, man, it's going to be a lot of things that stick out on you that you have to make sure that you keep clean, but they will judge you. People will judge you. It doesn't matter if they judge you, like I say, you know who you are. But when you judge me, you're going to see that I'm real right. You know what I mean? You're going to see that I might not be perfect, the cleanest, but I'm clean. You feel me? Might slip up here and there and miss a spot. But I'm going to get to it. Stagnation. Listening to others. People, places, and things. Sluggishness. Oh, this is not good energy. But what that Windex say? Now, a lot of areas in your life that you can work on. people. Don't be stuck in one dream. You can make anything happen. Our words are powerful. Our thoughts is reality if you want to create it. Because it was crazy, like I said before. I always wanted to do this, but I was like, I'm gonna start going live and talking about God and about, that's good. God is the Most High. That same genetic you got in your blood, in your aura. We got that God genetic, man. Let's start walking, talking, being like it. And everything gonna come to you. It's like magic. It's like blessings are like magic, but you gotta deserve it. Do that self-refinement, and it's gonna fall in your hand. A lot of people used to be wondering, damn, I've been working, I've been doing this and I've been doing that, but the bad people, they seem like the ones that's flourishing. All good things don't last long, especially when you got bad energy. Yeah, you might be on top of your game, you might be doing your thing, but eventually it catches up. So when you do self-refining and realize that you can do everything and have the same hustle, have the same drive that you had when you was on that block, and do something positive, you'll realize that good things could last long. Good things could last long. You could create generational wealth. It's been done. Who said you can't do it? Because I believe you can. Generational worth. Just gotta work on it. Work on it. Work on yourself. Work on saying, hey, I'm gonna work on this. But we got the best ideas. What do? How do you apply to that idea? Or you just sit on it? Or give it to somebody else? We all got the best information to give somebody. Like right now, I got the best information in the world. Am I applying it to myself? I would say yeah. Like I said, ain't none of us perfect. Ain't none of us perfect. None of us. I had to do some self-refining on myself. Especially in a relationship thing. I caught myself pouring out too much and not receiving the same in return. And it was kind of like getting to me. Because, like I said, don't let that man act like he don't want to know he that dude. Even if he know he that dude, I want to hear you say it sometimes too. You gangsters need love. But make a long story short, you gotta look deep into yourself and ask yourself, do I deserve this dim energy? Dim. I want high energy, not dim, not love, high. You ever felt like you deserve more? You ever felt like it was more out there for you to accumulate? You ever felt like you wanted to learn more? You wanted to obtain more knowledge and store it, and that's all a part of self-refining. Sometimes you gotta look in the mirror and say, hey, I'm better than this. I deserve more. I need to work on myself. Am I happy with myself? What do I need to do to become a better person? How can I do everything right? What book can I get to learn how to become an astronaut? How to build airplanes? Because once you obtain that knowledge and do self-refinement and embrace the change that, hey, I want to change and become an air pilot, guess what? You can get it done. You know, sometimes we get caught up in our own way, thinking our way is the best way. Until you see somebody else do it different, and they do it more, and gain more residuals from it, gain more attention, gain more attraction from doing it their way. So you have to look into yourself, do some self-refining, and say, hey, I was wrong. Let me switch it up. There's nothing wrong with learning from the next. Iron sharpens iron. For a long time, I thought my way was the best way. You know, selling drugs, robbing people, and all means necessary to get it. And so I did some self-refining and realized, man, I'm worth more than this. I could be a counselor. I could shoot videos. I could write a book. Because I looked into myself and said, hey, ain't nothing I can't do. Got to be organized. Got a folder. And I got to make sure everything's together. Embrace change. Embrace being better. Matter of fact, embrace everything you went through in life because it's a learning experience, especially if you put your mind in. Who would ever thought that gangster Ellion, the hitter, the fighter, monkey down or whatever, would be here encouraging my peoples, want to spread the word around the world. Who would have ever thought that? But hey, the Most High knew that I would look deep down in myself and won't be too prideful to do this, to be positive. And you know, positives in a lost mind, positive is corny. You know, positive like I don't fit in with that crowd, or I'm not with the ish. But I did some self-refining and realized I could have way more fun than certain people that's doing certain things. People, places, and things. Shout out to my boy Hood, Asia, Sean, Gotti, Robbie, the whole Do You Studios. Surrounding myself around people that's doing self-refining themselves. Telling themselves, we gotta stay in go-go mode. We got goals. I want a house. I want a Tesla truck. We got to do some self-refining and really look into ourselves and embrace that. We got to be in go-go mode and lead by example. There's the garbage. Self-refining. We gotta throw a lot of things away. Self-refining. We can't be doing the same things we used to do. It didn't get us nowhere. Self-refining. If it's not adding on to your life or causing a distraction, you have to throw it away in the trash. Because garbage is garbage. If I got a piece of garbage right here in my pocket, guess what I got in my pocket? Garbage. It's not of value, so throw it away, get rid of it. Sometimes you can have things that might not be beneficial at the moment to whatever you got going on in life, but it's worth something. Just put it away at the moment. You know what I mean? You can come back to that next season. You can't be having certain people, certain things around if you're trying to get to a certain place. Because these certain people and these certain things will slow you down from your destination. You can't carry extra weight that you already yourself is a heavy load on. You're a heavy load. Life is a heavy load, man. Self-refinement is more than just cleaning up. It's more than just taking a shower. Self-refinement is working on your everyday life to become a better person. Like, to be working towards perfection. They say nobody's perfect, but you can work towards it. You can work on yourself. You could be a gang member, a drug dealer, whatever, a bank robber, and turn out to be one of the most greatest person anyone could ever meet, because you worked on yourself, you changed, you started leading by example, you start showing people it's a different way. Self-refining. There's always room for improvement. That's why I don't like using the word grown. Grown means it's grown. You're done. You can't learn anymore. Nobody can teach you nothing because you're grown. See me, I'm growing. If you got any knowledge for me, pour it on. As I pour out, my cup is getting empty. Fill me back up with y'all knowledge. So I'm growing, I'm not grown. Sometimes it can seem like things are getting tough. Sometimes it seems like I'm doing so good. Like, people just start with me for no reason. It's a spiritual war. Like this, everybody just so negative, and you gotta know, like, it's gonna get rough. Like, if you don't embrace the toughness of it, if you don't let experience be a good teacher for you, how would you know how to do that if you didn't go through it? Experience. Experience that you can manifest whatever you want. Just do some self-refining and realize that there ain't nothing you can't do. Stay in go-go mode. Catch your boy Ellion, TikTok, Ellion ZTE, YouTube, Ellion ZTE, Facebook, Ellion ZTE, Instagram, same thing. Let me take y'all over by my little plant. Let's go. I made a little plant, man. You know what I mean? Get some fresh air in this house. Got a nice little scenery. Staying positive. Keeping my mind clear. Because if not, I've been crash out mode. Y'all know what I'm talking about. This world will make you crash out. Sometimes it can seem like things are getting tough. Sometimes it seems like I'm doing so good. Like, people just start with me for no reason. It's a spiritual war. Like this, everybody just so negative, and you gotta know, like, it's gonna get rough. Like, if you don't embrace the toughness of it, if you don't let experience be a good teacher for you, how would you know how to do that if you didn't go through it? Experience. Experience that you can manifest whatever you want. Just do some self-refining and realize that there ain't nothing you can't do. But know who you are and know that you're worth more than a crash out. You're worth more than throwing your life away. Why crash out when you can just park, relax, and enjoy the fruits of your labor? Because that's how it works. If you work, you get paid. Now do some self-refining and do some of that work. The pain is priceless when you know you help somebody. The payment is everlasting when you know you really just changed somebody's life. What a great feeling. There's no payment like it. And guess who paid us the most? You. Because you work for it. Keep working. Keep going. Go mode. Let's win. Roll that shit up first. Let's go. Hey. 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 Hey.
Upscale music.
Look how I do it, man, listen. Chasing it back, yeah, I'm getting it. You keep calling your bitch while I'm hitting it. When I re-up, I go and get rid of it. Look how I do it, magnificent. Look at my bitch, magnificent. Hold up. Look at my whip, magnificent. Everything I do, magnificent.
Fly shit, hobby, kicking it. Man run up, I'm lifting it. Niggas jumping, they getting it. Had to toss that blick, get rid of it. These niggas be playing around. It ain't beefing till you in the ground. Follow the codes of the G's. I'm him and I do what I please. Drop off and pick up on your avenue. My niggas gon' crash, they ain't rational. And I'm not into the gossip. If it ain't actual, factual.
Look how I do it, man, listen. Chasing it back, yeah, I'm getting it. You keep calling your bitch while I'm hitting it. When I re-up, I go and get rid of it. Look how I do it, magnificent. Look at my bitch, magnificent. Hold up. Look at my whip, magnificent. Everything I do, magnificent.
Hey, go.
When I jumped off the post, went and ran to the trash. Went and flipped me a pack, had to go get the rag. Got the city unlocking the block on my back. I'm more potent than dope and I'm harder than crack. Only the money I'm getting to. Niggas can't see me invisible. I spin and I spin like a Ferris wheel. Make the Max start singing like Drew Hill. I'm a step and respect it. I take off your neck, a lover and shooter. I'm wild and I'm reckless. Shots at the options, they don't get the message. I'm a killer and we'll see you back to the essence. Look how I do it, man, listen. Chasing it back, yeah, I'm getting it. You keep calling your